Hope you all are fine. Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
So in today's class, we'll be doing physics. Okay. Have you revised what we did in the last period, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I ask questions?
Yes.
Okay, good. Vansh, can you hear me, child? Vansh Padwa, can you hear me? Samantha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Samantha, what was the name of the chapter that we were doing?
Ma'am, solar system.
Is that all?
Ma'am, stars and solar system.
Fine, good. Arush Rastogi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is meant by geocentric theory?
Yes, ma'am.
What is geocentric theory? Quickly, come on. We have to start with the next topic. Do you know? Come on, reply me yes or no. Arush? Yes, Farhan? You want to get the answer?
Yes, ma'am, I can get the answer.
Please be loud.
A geocentric theory was the theory in which it was thought that Earth is in the middle of the universe and all the planets, and including the sun, they are revolving around the Earth.
Okay, very good. Correct. Clap. Okay, Ojaswa? Ojaswa Gupta, please put your speaker on, child.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ojaswa, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes. What is meant by fusion reaction? What does the word fusion refers to?
Related.
Satakshi? What does the word fusion refers to?
Ma'am, where hydrogen gas is converted to
Yes.
ma'am,
Can you repeat your answer? Yes.
ma'am, when the hydrogen gas get, get converted from the
Fine. You are talking in reference to the nuclear fusion reaction taking place, which is the cause of the sun's energy. I'm just asking about fusion, combination, okay, and fission, breaking. That is what we discussed. Fine. Okay. So now today we are going to talk about the planets. I gave you an idea about the planets, introduction about it, and today we are going to discuss about them one by one. So again, see, as I have told you that here there's a lot of matter which you need to remember. There will be a lot of questions which can be framed like you'll be getting them in objective form. Fine. So the same way, just have a pencil in your hand so that whatever important points I'll be discussing and I'll be telling about each and every planet, you can underline them and you have to learn them. Fine. It's more of learning than understanding. So we talk about the first planet. Okay, before we proceed, I would like to know about the names of all the planets. Achal Mishra, can you tell me the names of all the planets in the solar system? Quickly.
Ma'am, may I tell?
Yes, please.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So we'll be starting with the first one, that is Mercury. Now, what is special about it? First thing is it is the smallest planet. Fine. So as we are discussing, just have a pencil in your hand and keep underlining these things. Smallest planet and the first planet of the solar system. Yes. So it is the nearest one to the sun. Then temperature, see children, we discussed this table in the last class and I told you that in tabular form the temperature and everything special about the planet is given. Yes. So from here only you'll get to know the temperature. So you can underline that also about 400 degrees centigrade temperature. Then Hindi name is Budh. Is the survival possible on this planet?
No, ma'am.
Why?
No,
Ma'am,
ma'am,
because it
because
is the nearest planet to the
it's too
sun.
high.
Yes,
Ma'am,
because
and ma'am, there is no
yes.
atmosphere and water.
Yes, and due to the very high temperature, of course, so there is no survival. This you need to know. When we talk about the planets, we need to know there are some of the planets which have been found by the scientists where survival is possible. So Mercury, then we talk about Venus. Now, special thing about Venus, closest planet to the Earth, first thing. Have you
And the
underlined?
size of Venus is almost the same as the Earth.
It is called the evening and the morning star, as it can be seen after sunset and before sunrise. So you need to underline this also. Fine. Now, the other thing, see, you have the second paragraph there. In that second paragraph, second line, please underline that Venus rotates on its axis from east to west. Underline that. Then the Hindi name, that is Shukra. And it has no satellite. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
then
Yes, ma'am.
we talk about Earth. What is important about Earth? Life is possible. Why? Because of
Ma'am, presence of
Because
atmosphere and
yes,
because
atmosphere.
of
Then
of land
the
and
gases which are
water
necessary for survival. Yes, water availability. Then
uh, and the optimum distance from the sun.
yes, optimum gravitational force that is required. Then the presence of ozone layer, which acts as a protective layer for us from ultraviolet radiations. Yes. Then the last slide of the page, it is called blue planet, and you know why? Because when the picture is taken from the space, then what happens? It appears blue. Why?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
because of
because
the
of
presence
presence
of
of water.
because
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
3/4 part is solid water.
Yes. Okay. Can anyone tell me what is rotation? I mean, in relation to Earth, what is rotation?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, please. Tell your name and then
Ma'am,
give the answer.
ma'am, Gauri.
Yes.
Ma'am, the movement of Earth on its own axis is known as rotation.
Yes, that is called rotation, correct. And how much time does it take
Ma'am,
to complete one
33.
rotation?
Ma'am,
24 hours.
And what it causes? The rotation causes this. I think you must have done it in your lower class.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
day and
day
night.
and night.
Yes, yes,
Night,
that
day
is
and
the
night.
cause. Yes, that is the cause of the formation of, I mean, the occurrence of days and nights. Correct. So this you already know, but still, please underline this. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we talk about revolution again. Can anyone tell what is revolution of Earth?
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am,
Yeah. Satakshi, please tell. Yes.
ma'am, the movement of the earth around the sun is known as revolution.
It's called revolution. And how much time does one revolution take?
Ma'am, 365 days.
Yes. Correct. And because of the revolution, what happens? What occurs?
Ma'am, the change of seasons take place.
Weather.
Just a minute. Children. Yes. So it results in the formation of seasons. Yes?
Ma'am,
Yes? You want to say something? Yes?
no, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So, and the satellite, natural satellite of Earth, that is Moon.
Ma'am, moon.
Yes, Moon is yes, Moon is the natural satellite. It keeps revolving around the Earth. So this is about the Earth. Then we talk about Mars. Which planet? It is called red planet. Why? Because it is covered with a
Because
reddish rocky layer. Yes, rocky surface. That is why it is called red planet. It is smaller than Earth. Keep underlining, children. Then scientists have explored for life-like condition on Mars. If you have seen the movie Mangalyaan, yes? So in Hindi
yes,
it is called Mangal. Yes, Mangal Greh, and there are possibilities for which the scientists are looking forward. So life possibilities are there on Mars. Then it has two natural satellites, like here it was Moon. For Mars, there are two natural satellites which are Phobos and Deimos. Please underline that. Phobos and Deimos. Then in the yellow color box you have good to know. There's an information. So there you have some important things. There is information about IAU. IAU, that is International Astronomical Union. And according to IAU, the ninth planet, which is the ninth planet, children?
ma'am, Pluto.
Ma'am, Pluto.
Pluto. It was the ninth planet, but now, in the year 2006, it was it was removed from the category of the planet as it is considered dwarf planet. Yes, it is considered dwarf planet, and that is why it has been removed in the year 2006 by IAU. So you need to know what is IAU, the year, that is 2006. Yes, and there are other planets which are considered in the category of dwarf planet. Please underline Ceres, Pluto, Haumea, Meg, and Eris. Okay, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we talk about Jupiter. What is very important about Jupiter?
Ma'am, it is the largest planet in the
It is
universe.
the largest planet. Yes, very good. It is the largest planet, so please underline largest. Then, I mean, it is so large that about 1300 Earths can be accumulated in one Jupiter. It is so many times big than Earth. And it has a surface temperature of minus 110 degrees Celsius. Then it has faint rings around it. So please underline faint ring. Faint means which are not properly seen. Faint rings around it. And Hindi name is
Ma'am, Brihaspati.
yes. You need to remember everywhere. Yes. What is the Hindi name of Mercury?
Ma'am, Buddh.
Buddha.
Ma'am, Buddh.
Ma'am, Buddha.
Venus.
Shukra.
Venus.
Shukra.
Shukra.
Shukra. And Earth.
Ma'am,
Prithvi.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Then Mars.
Mangal. Ma'am, Mangal.
Mangalyan.
Good. And then Jupiter.
Ma'am, Brihaspati.
Brihaspati. Yes. So till here we have completed. Yes. Yes. And underline one more thing. The third last line, children, it appears bright due to the presence of thick atmosphere. It appears bright due to the presence of thick atmosphere. Then we move on to the next one, that is Saturn. Saturn, it is the second largest planet. First thing that you need to underline, second largest planet. The largest is Jupiter. This is second largest. Then number of rings around it. There are a number of rings around it, as you can see in the photograph also, the picture that has been given. There are a number of rings. These rings are made up of ice and dust. Ice and dust. Then the density is so low, the density of Saturn itself is so low that if hypothetically, I mean you cannot do it, but hypothetically, if you think of it, if you put it into water, it's going to float. The density is so low. And then Saturn has a large number of satellites, that is 62. And in India, I mean in Hindi name you can say, it is called Shani. So this is the Hindi name for it. Nine children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then we move on to Uranus.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, here again it rotates from east to west, which is different for it, for the planets. And it has 27 satellites revolving around it. Then the last one, that is Neptune. It's a very cold and windy planet, farthest from the sun, and has 14 satellites revolving around. Okay, so let's quickly revise what we have done. Yes, Hindi name for Mercury?
Ma'am, Buddh.
Okay. What is the Hindi name for Mars?
Mangal.
Mangal.
Good. Natural satellites of Mars?
Ma'am,
Phobos and
Correct. Good.
Deimos.
Okay. Which planet has been eradicated from the category of planet in 2006?
Pluto.
Pluto.
Okay. By which association? By which body?
IAU.
What does
IAU.
IAU stand for?
Ma'am, International Astronomical Union.
International
Correct.
Astronomical Union.
Okay. Hindi name for Venus?
Ma'am,
Shukra.
Shukra.
How many satellites it has?
no such.
No satellite. Okay. Largest planet?
Jupiter.
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 And its surface temperature is?
Minus
Ma'am,
110
minus 110 degrees Celsius.
Its Hindi name is?
Ma'am, Brihaspati.
Brihaspati.
Okay. How many satellites does Neptune have?
14
14.
satellites.
14. Ma'am, 14.
Okay. The rings of Saturn are made up of?
Ice and dust.
Ice and dust.
Ice and dust.
Fine. Okay, so this is all for today, children. This is how we have come to the end of today's class. Please go through each and every line, the text that we have done. I have not read it line to line. Just read it. In case you find any problem, please inform me on the WhatsApp group. So till we meet again, take care of yourselves. Bye.
Bye,
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.